Hey, how's everybody doing today, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen? Today we are going to do a review on the new Swedish UDES 03 Tier 8 tank destroyer with, ready for this, drum roll, hydraulic ass. Yeah, this is one, the first one you can get that can go into siege mode. And I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm not really liking it too much because they made it look like it was a lot easier to control than it really is. When you're in siege mode, when you're creeping around, um, you'll notice that, like in a regular tank destroyer, as you move the hull, you can move the gun separate, obviously, or um, as you move it, you can lock your gun with the hull and move the whole thing. Now, this is weird because when you're in that siege mode, you're creeping around, and it's like where the gun is pointing, you got that X, like you'll see, and it's not like when I start turning left, the gun kind of follows with it like it would follow the hull. It's like locked in that fixed position, aiming at whatever, and then as soon as you stop creeping forward, it goes doink. It'll move forward. It'll twang back and forth, kind of. Um, to where you're creeping this way, and then if you turn right, the gun will just kind of stay there, and then it goes. And then as soon as you stop moving, then it'll go. It's just really, it's hard to get shots off sometimes when you're moving the hull. Um, and you'll also see in this replay when you are not in siege mode and you're driving, it's a bitch to get a shot off and stuff. I mean, I've done it a couple times where um, I'm not in siege mode and, sorry, and I need to try and get a shot off, so I'll right click to lock on it, but the gun doesn't literally lock on it really. Like if you're in a tank store and you lock on it, your gun will try and follow it around until you get to the point where the gun can't, and then it'll, oh, where'd they go? Well, on this, you can lock on it like that, but if you hit it, you could win the lottery probably. You'd have better odds of winning the lottery. And you'll see there's and Artie that takes a shot at me, misses. I come up over the hill, and I think I locked in on him, or I just pointed the gun at him, pulled the trigger, and completely missed. Um, so then I had to go literally with the tank destroyer or the artillery setting right there in front of me. I had to go into siege mode, and he wouldn't have got. It was one of the school bus Artie, so he wouldn't have got enough speed to ram me. But so here's Artie right here. He just shot and missed. So I come up, I pop a shot off, missed myself, and then I literally had to go into siege mode, which I think takes like 2 seconds, and then shoot him. I mean, it's like, oh man, I don't really like them a whole lot, but I'm trying them out just to see how they are. And if this is what the 9 and 10 are going to be like, I can't see. I mean, I'll get them just to have them in my garage because I've got all the tanks. Might as well get those too. But the odds of me really using them are going to be slim to none. There's certain maps that this thing will do great. Your big open maps where Red Shire. You got huge maps, that open field where you can hide behind and get in some bushes. I mean, the camo rating on this thing is like 35. I mean, you get and if you got a camo net, oh Jesus, talk about the invisible man. I mean, I went with gun rammer, gun lane drive, and the telescope, or what the hell are these things called? Binocular telescopes. Um, a friend of mine in the clan, she went with gun rammer, uh, gun rammer, um, camo net, spit it out, and the binocular telescopes. But the um, the reload time is 9.9 seconds, and I'm gonna go over this stuff in a second. But the aim time is 2.61. That's with my gun lane drive. Now, if you take the gun lane drive off, you're looking at 3-second aim time. I think they took the Nerf baseball bat to these just a little bit too hard. I mean, you're looking at 3 seconds in a tank destroyer. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it really. I mean, 3 seconds. Come on. First, you got to deal with getting into siege mode, so you can actually shoot and hit something to begin with, and you got almost a 10-second load time. And I got the crew is the female crew. Um, I've got that Sisters in Arms, um, Sixth Sense and Recon on her. Sisters in Arms or Sisterhood of Steel. Uh, I wonder if they like swap tampons and stuff. I'm sorry if any girls are watching this. Don't take any offense, please. It just clicked in my head. I thought it was kind of funny. Then I got crotch breaking and concealment. I added more camo there. And on this one, I got the Sisterhood of Steel situational awareness because that extends your view range out. And again, I went with concealment. And I've only had a few matches in this, maybe under 10, and I've already got the the first two skills you get 100%, and the last one you got to work on. It starts out with 0, but you get it, so I'm at 27% with that. But if you get hit with anything at all, I'll tell you now, it depends. With that, kind of slope, something facing you straight on, way in the back, you would think it'd bounce every freaking round. No, it doesn't. Every round pens it. And then the funny thing too is when you go in siege mode on this, when you want to aim down, it lifts the ass of the tank up, or tank destroyer up, so you can get that 15 degrees of gun depression, so your butt's in the air. So basically, you'll be able to shoot down on stuff, but then they can shoot right in your keister because it's way up in the air. The 15 degrees of gun depression. This one's actually got 12, I think. No, 14. 14 down and 20 up. But so when you use that gun depression to come up over a hill, it's like you're creeping over and you can just see over, but then your ass is way in there, so they just shoot you in the butt. So yeah, it's nice to have that gun depression, but in a way, you end up getting shot. So anyways, let's go over this. So it's a tier 8 tank destroyer. Most of your tank destroyers have, give or take, at a tier 8 about 1,000 hit points. That's what this has, 1,000 hit points. I think this might be the lowest tier 8 tank destroyer with the lowest hit points, because the only other one I can think of that's low like that would be the ISU 152. That gives you, I think, 1,100 hit points. Here, let's do this real quick. We'll knock off all these so we can see. And we'll just bring up the tier 8 tank destroyers. Let's see, wow, there's not a whole lot of them. Okay, these are all tier 8. You got the Scorpion, 1150, T28, 1500. That's probably going to have the most right there in the prototype. Yeah, oh wow, big difference. I didn't realize that they must have buffed the T28 just a while back. 1500 hit points. That might be the highest out of all of them. T28 prototype, 1150. RHM, 1100. I know they buffed the Ferdinand a while back. 1500. J Panther 2, 1150. Yag 88, 1300. Jeez, oh Pete's. The Condom, 1200. ISU 152, 1,000. Oh, so it's just got 10 hit points more. I thought it was 11, so it's 1,010. SU 101. Oh, wow, that's even lower. 990. I didn't realize that was that low. That thing's got a badass little gun, man. Freaking reloads 5.7 seconds. Average damage is 320. And it's got some good slope. That frontal armor is actually pretty good on this. And it's got a, they shoot you up here. They need to hit, the sides there. If they hit that gun, man, all its spaced armor, a lot of times it doesn't do anything. Cherry tier wicked gun, but again, 1,050 hit points. AT-15, 1,450. Awesome armor, but one nasty weak spot right here. Just like the, what's his big brother? Come on, Jeff. Jeez, I'm crying. It's one of my favorite tank destroyers, too. I can't think of what the hell it's called. Well, where'd it go? Where's it at? Oh, it's a tier 9. Duh. Tortoise. The tortoise. You can see the big weak spot. Same here with the weak spot. This one's actually a little bit bigger than the tortoise compared to the AT-15. I hope you guys don't mind when I make these videos. I kind of, bumble onto other stuff, other subjects, other tank destroyers and stuff, other tanks, other whatever in the game. When I'm trying to compare stuff, I might start talking about another tank completely. But yeah, I hope it doesn't bug you guys. I do that. AMX AC MLE 48, 1,000 hit points exactly, and then we're back to the UDES 03, 1,000 hit points exactly. Wow, they must have really buffed the T-28, 1,500 hit points. That's got the most hit points out of any one of the tank destroyers in the Ferdinand. I remember they buffed this, and it was awesome that they did that. Freaking wicked gun, but the weak there, weak there. You've got 200 millimeters of hull armor, but that's like, just this. I think if I remember right on Armor Inspector, it's just this plate right here that's got the 200 millimeters. Up here it's kind of weak. The sides of the gun's really weak. If they hit the guy on the gun, you got a good gun mantle. The lower plate was decent, but all right, let's get back to this here. So, 1,000 hit points, so pretty typical for a tier 8 the way it looks. Not so typical. Your hull armor is 20, 20, 20 all the way around. So basically, it's about as thick as a piece of cardboard. With that angle, if they would have brought the new penetration rules into effect, then yeah, that would have been phenomenal freaking armor. I mean, it would have bounced ping, pang, ping, pang. You'd have bounced stuff all day long, all night long. But, just look at that slope, but they didn't, so basically everybody just shoots you and it pens. It just ping, doesn't matter where they shoot you. It shoots you anywhere here, it just pens. Okay, so, you have a piece of paper for armor and 1,000 hit points. So you need to play these very smart, very careful. You don't get up front with this thing because it's not like a normal tank destroyer where you can just up and move around, and zing out of the way. Yeah, you could go up, up towards the front, set up by hitting your X to get into the siege mode, get a shot off, but then you got to hit X to get out of siege mode, which takes 2 seconds. So you're sitting there for 2 seconds where it lifts back out, and then you can hit go in reverse and just haul butt. And these things haul. So what else? Let's go over the gun real quick. Got rate of fire is 5.13. The rounds on this are phenomenal. You get APCR for both. Your standard APCR round, 288 penetration, and the premium round is 330. I don't think I've shot a premium round out of this thing yet. 288. Almost 300 millimeter of penetration. Yeah, you don't even need to. I don't even think I carry too many. Yeah, I only carry 10 premium rounds, and I haven't used one yet. And 53 for the HE. Standard damage is 390 for your standard round, your premium, and your HE round is 480. Average damage per minute is 2,000. 0.35 accuracy, which really for a tank destroyer, kind of, that's his job, is to set back and pick them off, not shoot at them and miss. Aim time is 3 seconds. 3 seconds. So that pretty much covers the gun. And your not so armor. My rate of fire reload is 9.9 seconds. Your gun traverse is 31.59, which it's the same as your traverse speed as your hull because it's hooked right to the hull. So you can spin pretty quick. Be kind of careful because you can get flanked. If something like a bat chat, that can outrun you. You're not going to spin faster than a bat chat can zing around you. Your depression elevation is -14 plus 20. Of course, you only need gun traverse. Aim time on mine is 2.61, dispersion is 0.34, average damage is 2370. I don't really highly suggest ramming anything with this because, one, you have no armor, 20 armor all the way around, and it's a lighter one too. It's only 21.2 tons, so it's not really that heavy. You ram into something with this. If you were full health and you rammed, let's say, an IS-3, more than likely you're going to lose probably a good half to three-quarters of your health because it hauls ass. I mean, so if you hit an IS-3 full speed, doing, what was it, 50 some kilometers an hour, 70 kilometers an hour, yeah, it's going to do a whole lot of damage to you and probably not much to the IS-3. um, specific power to weight ratio is 25.93, which is friggin' awesome. It's got a 550 horsepower motor. Yeah, 25.9. Oh, it's almost 26 on the specific power to weight ratio. Climb hills fast, and you go just as fast in reverse as you do forward almost. It's 50 in reverse. So yeah, it's fast, pretty nimble thing, but you got to be careful you don't flip yourself. Traverse again is 31.59. Switching into siege mode is 2 seconds. Switching out is 2 seconds. Your concealment is, oh my god, literally the invisible tank destroyer, 35.7. And you'll see in the replay that I just had, there's some tanks. They go up, everybody this lights try and get up on that hill. There's a little castle up there. I was actually getting lit, but I had no bushes or anything in front of me. I was in the wide open, sitting way back on the backside of a hill, and I was getting lit from that, which I was just waiting for the arty rounds to fly in on me. I am so surprised they didn't shoot me because these things, they just get one shot. You get hit by arty, boom, you're gone. A 304, I bet you have a 304, which, those things they do barely, they shoot fast, but, if you hit for more than 200, 300, one of those things, you're doing good. Because normal damage, it seems like it hits for like 100 and 150. It doesn't do much damage. But I can guarantee if you hit one of these with one of those, it'll do the max damage. It won't kill it. It'll probably be close. I mean, whatever the max damage is on the 304, it'll do it. These things have no armor. I got one shot by a tier 7 artillery a couple days ago, or tier 6. Yeah, I was surprised. It just, boom, one shot and you're gone. Okay. Geez, even concealment on them while you're moving is 23. Concealment drops to 7.07. I believe the second number is when you're, I know it's when you shoot, but I don't know if it's considered when you're moving or what. I don't know. I just know 35.7 is when you're sitting still. The nice thing about these is if you engage your nods kick on, or you have a camo net and it pops on, you can spin around, and you don't lose that. You don't lose your concealment when you spin around. As soon as you move forward or backwards, then you lose it, I believe. I really paid attention. I'll have to check it out on because I've got nods. So I'm almost positive that when I moved forward, I lost my nods. So anyways, let's hold on 1 minute, and I'll be back, and we'll do a replay of a match I just had. Alrighty, so here we are, and we are on Cliff. So what I was planning, and what normally happens is, sorry about this XSplit thing being here. I got to figure out how to get that damn thing off. But anyways, normally your heavies come around to like your DE area around this hill right here. And so I figured I was going to set right back here in that little area at H8, H9. And, and you'll know, my ping shot up here and I rammed right into this guy and I couldn't get it off. I just kept going, sideways. I'm like, oh crap, here goes my crappy ping again. But it finally started, got control of itself there. So anyways, I was planning on getting over there and just pounding the heavies as they came around that corner. I mean, the thing is cool looking. I mean, it's wicked fast. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, look at this thing catches air. I mean, it's like you do friggin' wheelies and shit. But I just Maybe it'll just take some getting used to. I mean, I just so far watch this when you hit this thing here. Wham! This thing it hauls keister, but I figured I'm gonna set up right here, and then watch my back. Now watch the rear. So I'm aiming up there at that MT25. See now watch when I want to get shots off load. See how it lifts it. This is what I was trying to talk about. So you got 15 degrees of gun depression. Basically, it just lifts your butt up. So see how the butt of the tank is up now? So, yeah, you get that gun depression. This is as far as I can zoom out. For some reason, there ain't going to be much more there. For some reason, the mods just aren't working right now, and it was so bad that I had to take all my mods off because I couldn't. And the only one that I use are the paint mod to show where you get hit, like a paintball, so you can see where you got hit, which is nice. I mean, you can say, "Oh wow, how the hell they pinned me there?" Or "Wow, I can't believe they didn't pin me there." Instead of going, "Where they hit me?" So yeah, I had to take the paintball mod off. XVM, I had to remove that. So basically, I mean, I know most of the bigger clans, um, you know if the clans are any good, like in their Scorpion G they had Chai, which they're really good. That's why you hear somebody say, "Oh, it was Chai sniping." It's actually from them, but so they had Chai, which is a good clan. They had two guys from Chai, one in the MO1 and one in the Scorpion G. And then on my team we had I think this Viper. I think they're actually pretty decent. And then the best player on our team was me. No, pat myself on the back. Nah, I'm just being an asshole. But anyways, we've already lost two people. We lost our Chaffee and our Schwartz 58, the black version of the Mutts. And I still don't know why they just didn't call it Mutts B. You got the T34B, the IS6B, all these black versions. Yeah, the IS2B. And then instead of being the Mutts B, they went with this Schwartz PZ58, which Schwartz, I looked it up, and Schwartz in German means black, so that was kind of a little bit of knowledge there for you. But what I was trying to say is, you see how it brings the ass of the tank up in the air like that? So if you're in sniper mode, and at first I didn't, it wasn't clicking. I would be shooting over a hill where all I thought they could see was, just my gun, and, here I'd shoot, and I'm like, haha, take that. Next thing, boom, 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 dead. And I went back and watched the replay, and well, that's when I figured out that when the hydraulics, you kick it in to go into siege mode, it puts your butt way in the air. So they can shoot you no problem, and it pens every time you get hit. It'll pen right through that, no problem. So, anyways, let's get going to the match again. But you can see in the siege mode, see how it's just kind of jerky. It's not like in a regular tank destroyer. When you move your gun and stuff, it's nice and smooth. This is just real, kind of jerky. Okay, so now when you move back and forth, you do lose your nods. Now watch where I'm going for. I drive off there. I know I don't take any shots quite yet, but it looks cool. It's actually pretty neat, and I like the way. That's kind of strange. My track's lifted up off the ground right there. I don't know. I must have been hitting a pebble or something. Because look at that. God dang it. Hate not having my dang mods. But look at the track right there. It's lifted up off the ground, and there's nothing. Must have just been teetered, tilted to one side. It's kind of strange. But yeah, I like it. It's a cool freaking getup. It's a neat. I got to give Sweden credit, man. That's pretty initiative. Oh yeah, here my great shooting. Yeah, I just kind of completely dunked that shot. So get reloaded, and our ELC which is nice because he's keeping them lit up there. Oh yeah, and like I was saying, do you see how when I move, how it's just real jerky? But yeah, see, so now I'm lit. I'm thinking, oh crap, I'm gonna be dead. Here comes the arty shells. I cannot believe I actually hit that E25 when he popped. He was backing up. There was just a sliver of his tank destroyer showing, and it just, I was like, holy crap! And the accuracy on this thing, it's not the best. I think what was it, 0.34 or 3.433, something like that, and that's what the crew I have in it. So yeah, I was pretty shocked I actually hit that E25. But so it's tied up 4-4. But I'm kind of stuck here because, and see how it's jerky again. You know, it's just real jerky when you go to left and right, and when you move, it's like if I were to start moving forward right now, the reticle stays kind of where I was aimed at, and then when I stop, then it swings around and goes boing, and it'll be kind of where you want it aimed. To make sure I wasn't going too far back, I was afraid I was. See how it jerked to the left? I went forward, and it stayed stuck in that one position. And then as soon as I stopped, then it shot, kind of twanged over to where I was kind of wanting it to be. So watch it. See how it's locked? And I miss again. I'm like, sometimes I tell you, this guy, he stayed right there, which was nice because I was able to shoot him and kill him.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
But now if you watch this, I think I go into where that. See, now watch. See how it's. God dang it. Like, see how it's just real, twangy to the left and right. And this is where I was hoping that I could have stayed, and as the heavies come around that corner, I would have been able to hammer the living snot out of them. And but you can see how the butt is way in the air. So even though from this view, or from the, I can't get into it right now because I wasn't there in the view. But so when you're on that one view, it looks like you're safe. It looks like you're, way down, but then your butt's sticking way in the air, and that's how they end up, hitting you, which sucks. Okay, now did you see that? How it was like, oh come on. I wanted to go back into this. Okay, so when I was moving forward a minute ago, the reticle was like right here, give or take. And as I moved forward, it stayed right there. Even though I was wanted to be here, it was staying right there. And as soon as I stopped, then it went twang and went over there. So if there was a tank, let's say over here, and you're moving forward like that, you have to stop in order for that to twang over to the middle so you can aim at it. Otherwise, that reticle or your aim point stays way over here while the tank is over here that you want to shoot at. So yeah, you have to stop, which will in turn dead center your aiming reticle, then you can aim at them. So there's a couple drawbacks with this that I just don't like. So now it's 10-8. I was surprised with what they had, with Chai on the enemy team that I thought we were going to get our butts stomped. But that Viper, I'm pretty sure they're a good clan too. I can't remember how good, but I imagine they're probably purple stated guys, super unicoms. It's fun driving the thing. I mean, it hauls butt. I mean, I'm doing 70 almost right now. And then watch this. This is the siege mode thing that I don't like. See, there's a Scorpion G. Slam on the brakes, and I hit X right away. Tried to take a shot, but it's just too late. I mean, that's the drawback with the siege mode is I'm hauling butt, and I see him light up, so I hit X while I'm still hauling butt, so it starts going into that siege mode. So already just hit. Right there. I mean, it was pretty damn close, but it wasn't a direct hit. Like, right, a big crater. So like right pretty much in front of my track. And he just knocked off well, about half my health almost. I've got 537 left out of 1,000. So, yeah, so a splash did that much damage. So, yeah, you don't want Artie to hit anywhere near you. If he would have aimed a little further forward and hit right on top of me, I'd have been erased. Guaranteed. But what I was saying is, so here, and I figured I'm fixing my track and out of there because I didn't know if the other already had shot yet. I didn't want to have him nailing me too. But what I was saying is, so I'm hauling butt across this field. I light up the Scorpion, and you know I didn't come to a stop and then hit X and then go into the siege. I actually hit the X while I was still hauling butt, and you could see it kind of slid, kind of came to a stop, and then went lifted the butt, and you know, I missed the shot, but given he was, and there was a hill there, so if that were just kind of a straight, if he would have been like right over here cutting across the field, good chance I might have hit him. But we will never know. I thought I could get up that little hill right there, coming from this way. Probably if I would have went over there, but no such luck. Ah, noses. So I went to the siege mode, thinking I was going to be able to hit that Scorpion. See how the reticle, the aim reticle, is bouncing around. So then I went out of siege mode so I could move forward instead of creeping up there. It's slower than snot. Went back into siege mode, and see how the reticle is pointing right over here, and then it shoots it, then it twangs over. This is what I'm saying. The aiming on this is kind of a pain in the ass. Kind of a crap shot on my part. Took his darn track off. The nice thing was track off, I was able to finish him off.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
See how slow this thing moves? And, I mean, if you stop and think about it, I know I was lit a minute ago. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm probably still lit. Moving that slow in siege mode. See how the butt's in here like I was telling you? So when you get that nice gun depression, you also stick your ass in the air for everybody to shoot at you and pen right through you. But when you're in the siege mode, you just creep. It's like a turtle, just painfully slow, and you are just arty bait to the 10th power. I mean, they take all the time in the world they want to aim in on you. But I got lucky that, you know, if Artie was, he ended up being back there, so he didn't have a shot on me. But, so I take it out of siege mode so I can move forward. Now I actually surprised Artie didn't hit me. So now I gotta go back in. Oh. That's what I was telling you with, I did an auto aim. And look, that wasn't even frickin' close. It bounced around. So I knew, you know, he was aiming up here at me. I knew there's no way I'm going to creep over there and try getting a shot on him that way. So I go back into siege mode again. And the thing, you know, and then, like I'm saying about being in the siege mode, is how the butt's in the air. Now, you know, in the tank, this is what I see. I would think I'm safe. Okay. Now, but what that Scorpion down there sees is I'm coming at him, is my ass in the air, and so he could actually probably get a shot off on me before I get a shot off on him. And see how the reticle is bouncing around? See it just shot way over to the right, way over to the left. I'm having trouble aiming in here. Now I gotta go out of siege mode. And then Artie he takes a shot at me here and just misses me. Thank goodness. But here's another one of the auto aim shots. Somebody else just hit him. And it went, and it started lifting up because it's bouncing. I shot right over him. So I had to go into siege mode just so I could shoot him. So yeah, I've got mixed feelings about this. Now, I can guarantee if I would have been back, and here's the results from that match. Um, did 1,117 damage, which really is not a whole lot for what this thing is capable of. If you start seeing a good buttload of targets to shoot, and that was a Master Badge Class 3 with a fighter and a fighter for effect. That was a double, so I got 2,092 experience. Scorpion G, I hit him, destroyed his turret, and did a whole 96 damage and killed him. SU 14-2, the artillery. Somebody hit him right before I did, so 69 damage. E25, hit him for 316, which I think is kind of a low roll. What did I say the average damage on this was? Yeah, 390. So he had an E25 that has no armor for 316, so RNG didn't like me too much on that shot. 349 on this on the M12 artillery and knocked him out. First shot I hit, I missed, and well, didn't miss, but I knocked his dang track off. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, dang it all. And then the MT25 on the enemy team there, I did 287 damage to him and killed him. For a gun that does an average of 390 per hit. Shoo. Yeah, it was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth highest in damage. It's 1,117, and I got 4 kills. Looks like the enemy team really kind of, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 do no damage, which, wow. Jeez, I'm cramming. KV1 else. Didn't even shoot. Chaffee, 3 shots. Didn't even hit a target. Challenger, 6 shots. 5 hit. 0 pen. And that cracks me up because that thing shoots like crazy. ELC, 1 shot, didn't hit anything. Our artillery, 5 shots, 2 hit, 2 pen, no splash. So that more than likely he was using AP rounds. And that's why I don't use AP, because if you don't hit it, you don't get any damage. With HE, if at least you splash next to it, you might do even 2 damage. I understand that that's the 155-50, and it's kind of sucks, but STA 1, 10 shots, 8 hit, 4 pen. I guess people just don't know where to shoot stuff. Our other artillery had 11 shots, 3 hit, 3 pen, splash damage for 3, or splashed 3 people. The Schwartz, 58, aka the Mutts, 4 shots, 3 hit, 3 pen. E25, 6 shots, 6 hit, 6 pen for 876 damage. T29, 10, 7, and 5, and then myself. I missed quite a few. Still, like I said, I'm still getting used to this, and I did a couple of those shots where I wasn't in siege mode, so yeah, in those you don't even come close to hitting. Super Pershing, 14 shots, 9 hit, 6 pen. Our other artillery, 9, 6, and 6. J Panther, 4 shots, 3 hit, 3 pen. And our MO1, oh, I love that thing too. 16 shots, 12 hit, 10 pen. So, and normally I don't go over all of what people hit, but you can see that even myself, I only penetrated, hit 6 and pen 5 with 12 shots. I was missing a lot of stuff. The enemy team only had 1 tank do 0 damage, but the rest of their tanks, all the way up to the top 5 there, did not much of any damage. This little guy kept spotting me, so I was happy to take him out. Always cracks me up when you see one that has 26 shots and they hit 2 and pen 1. I've seen them before. 7, 2, and 1. That's why I'm going over this. I just want to see kind of this guy here, and their artillery had 5 shots and 0 hits. 1 splash damage for 463. It looks like everybody else on their team. Let's put this guy here on their Mutts damaged somebody for 260, so he popped somebody in the ass on his own team. SU 14, 9 shots, 3 hit, 3 pen for 1,691 damage. I just got that artillery a couple days ago, and I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't played it in years. Scorpion, I got that thing. I need to start running mine more often. That thing's got a hell of a gun. And their other mutts, geez and crime, he had a good game. 17 shots, 15 hit, 13 pen, high caliber, and a Confederate. Nice. So, anyways, we'll go over. Oh, these things. This one here at least makes a pretty good amount of money. But again, you don't have to shoot any premium either. I had 12 shots, 6 hit, 5 pen, 1117 damage. For one, I had like one shot for over 300 meters for 349. And artillery splashed next to me, and you'll see he took a hell of a chunk off me just splashing, because these things have no freaking armor. So I spotted one, shot 5, or damaged 5, destroyed 4, and 141 damage with my assistance. My assistance. And I received 23,331 credits, fixed the tank, 4,167, and resupply the ammunition was 13,920, and left me, I got 5,244 credits, which, to be honest with you, is actually pretty damn good considering I shot 12 rounds and only hit 6, but only penned 5. That's kind of piss poor shooting on my part, but you'll see where I sat too. Normally, and I say normally, where I was setting, all the heavy tanks come around. It's around the hill, out by the water, and I figured right there, I'll sit there and I'll just pound the living crap out of them. Not one single tank came around the corner. I couldn't believe it. And then I was kind of in a situation where I was more or less kind of pinned down because of 2 tanks up on the hill. That kept spotting me every time they'd come around a little bit. Boom, I was spotted. I wonder if I had a camo and if that really would have made a difference and not spotted me. Never know. Maybe I'll have to get one of those camo nuts and just try that for a couple minutes. I can't think. I definitely am not going to take my gun rammer off because I know you don't want any more of a longer load time, and I don't want to take these off because I've got a 372 view range. I'm not sure. I believe that's without taking without consideration binocular telescopes. Yeah, because that adds 25% to your view range when you're stationary. What's that? Yeah, up to 445 meters. So I imagine that bumps me out when they kick on to the 445 or close to it or whatnot. So anyways, just hold your pantyhose and I'll have the replay going in just a second.